Well, firstly, it is important that they can maintain a physical ability throughout the 4 days.
Yes.
They're very long days. My day
Yes.
starts at 4:30 a.m. every day, and I leave here at probably 8 p.m.
Yes.
and got to be back here at 4:30. Now,
Yeah.
that's not for all the marshals.
Sure.
Most marshals arrive at 6 a.m. and so their previous work experience, which
Yeah.
I've known about because I have it on my application form,
Yeah.
is how we decide whether or not they'll be suitable to do the marshalling for 4 days and what role they would be suitable for doing.
Yeah.
But we do, unfortunately, there are a very small minority who take advantage of the situation, and that takes some experience to be able to weed those out and not give them the opportunity later on. That shouldn't reflect really on the bulk of the volunteers. The bulk of the volunteers are very good. But yes, you need to be able to not just take a name. You have to take a name and some history. You need the history of the person, about what golf club they belong to, and if you're in any doubt, then you might speak to the golf club directly and say, member X, and they will indicate to you whether they think they'd be suitable.
Okay.
So where we don't know someone and they want to put their name forward for volunteering and we are not too sure, we try and do some very basic background check, nothing serious.
Sure.
And also, if we do select them and we find that they may not be suitable, then we have a word to them and say, maybe this is not really what you thought it would be.
Sure.
We're happy for you to stay for the three more days or 2 more days, but we wouldn't necessarily expect you to be able to do it again.
Got it.
So we do some culling or weeding out, and that's part of my important part of my job.
So far, I think what you've said, if I may, summarise it, is the experience. They need to know golf, and they need to have that minimal physical fitness to sustain the demands of the tournament.
Yes, because
and the hours.
If you take the example this year in 2017, we had very hot weather for the 4 days.
That's right.
We had a nice breeze, but so they're out in the sun all the time.
It really gets to it.
We supply the sun cream, we supply the hats, and we supply the clothing. But if someone's not prepared to look after themselves, then we end up with some problems. Like on the first day this year, we had 13 ambulance call-outs. Some of those were for players, most of them were for spectators. Most of them were through dehydration, some people had some spells, heart attack. So the marshals can also suffer from the same as the visitors. So you have to be able to be in a position, if you see a marshal who you think's in distress, or you don't think that his ability physically is not going to be up to the task, then we try to give him an internal job. We do have some internal jobs. So that's part of the management skill that a chief marshal must have. He has to be able to recognise when his marshals want to do something, but they may not be able to do something. So we have to massage them and say, look, I've got a job for you, but it's not outside. I'm going to give you an inside job, helping me with administration or registration or radio room or media centre.